My fiance's girl best friend told me to stay in my lane because she will still be his priority even though we are married. So my fiance slapped her with reality. My fiance Jake has been best friends with Megan since high school. They went to prom together when their dates bailed and she was there for him through his parents' divorce. I get it, they have history, but she acts like I'm some random girl he's dating casually. We've been together for 4 years and engaged for 8 months. Megan has never once acknowledged our relationship as serious. She calls me Jake's friend in front of people and refers to our engagement as his phase. The breaking point came last week during our engagement party planning. We were at Jake's apartment going over the guest list when Megan showed up unannounced with takeout from their favorite Thai place. She didn't bring me anything. I figured you two needed real food while doing all this wedding stuff, she said, completely ignoring me. Jake, remember when we used to get this every Friday night in college? Those were the days. I watched her sit on our couch in my usual spot, sharing inside jokes and reminiscing about college. She kept touching his arm and laughing at everything he said. It felt like watching my fiance on a date with another woman. When Jake got up to grab drinks, Megan turned to me with this fake sweet smile. You know, I'm really happy for you guys. Jake deserves someone who makes him happy, even if it's just temporary. Temporary? I asked, trying to stay calm. Oh, come on. Jake gets really intense about things and then moves on. Remember his photography phase? His rock climbing obsession? You're just his relationship phase. But don't worry, I'll be here when this ends. I felt like she'd slapped me, but she kept going. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, but Jake and I have been planning our future together since we were 18. We're going to travel Europe together next year. Maybe start that food truck business we always talked about. Those plans don't just disappear because he's playing house. Playing house? I couldn't hide my anger anymore. We're getting married. We bought a house together. Megan laughed. Honey, you need to stay in your lane here. Jake tells me everything, and trust me, he's not ready for all that domestic stuff. He's just going along with it because you're pushing, but I'm still his priority and I always will be. That's when Jake walked back in with our drinks. He immediately noticed the tension. Everything okay? He asked, looking between us. Perfect, Megan said, standing up. I was just explaining to your fiance how excited I am about our Europe trip next summer. Jake's face went white. Megan, we talked about this. I can't go to Europe with you. I'm getting married. Oh, please, she rolled her eyes. You can do both. It's not like marriage means you stop having friends. Besides, we booked those hostels 2 years ago. You're not going to bail on me for some wedding fantasy, are you? I looked at Jake, waiting to see what he'd say. This was the moment where he either chose our future or let his best friend continue undermining our relationship. Jake took a deep breath. Megan, I need you to listen carefully. Sarah isn't my phase or my temporary girlfriend. She's my fiance, and she's going to be my wife. Our relationship isn't up for debate. Jake, don't be ridiculous. I'm not finished, he cut her off. I'm not going to Europe with you. I'm not starting a food truck with you. I'm building a life with Sarah, and if you can't respect that, then maybe we need to take a break from this friendship. Megan's mouth dropped open. You're choosing her over me? After 15 years of friendship, I'm choosing my future, Jake said firmly. And my future is with Sarah. You can either support that and be a friend to both of us, or you can keep trying to sabotage my relationship and lose me completely. Megan stared at him, then looked at me with pure hatred. Fine, but don't come crying to me when this all falls apart and you realize you threw away your best friend. She stormed out, slamming the door. Jake sat down next to me and pulled me into his arms. I'm sorry, I should have shut that down years ago. I was so worried about hurting her feelings that I let her hurt yours instead. Are you okay? I asked. That was a 15-year friendship. That wasn't friendship, he said. Friends don't try to sabotage the people you love. Megan was never happy for me. She just wanted to keep me as her backup plan. We haven't heard from Megan since that night. Jake removed her from our wedding guest list and blocked her on social media. Some of their mutual friends reached out asking what happened, and when Jake explained, most of them said they'd been waiting for him to see how toxic she was. Turns out I wasn't the only one who noticed Megan's behavior. Jake just needed someone to love him enough to make him choose.